which will obviously make extensive use of this map. Whoa! That's how collidable it is. Hello YouTube, this is Frugal, and this is DCS World 2. Obviously we're in the Black Shark. And I wanted to show you the Nevada map that Eagle Dynamics recently released. It's a paid add-on, unless you were an A10C beta customer, as I was. And it's pretty incredible, and it's incredible on a number of levels. First, I've forgotten all the stats on it, but it's the NTTR, the Nevada Test Range, Test and Training Range. The actual combat area is used for Red Flag, which is the NATO military exercises, and it's the largest, I think, contiguous space within inside the United States, which can be used for military operations or something crazy like that. But more to the point, DCS World 2 is a major overhaul of the DCS World engine. Obviously it's 16.4-bit, has a new graphics engine, everything's improved, all the lighting's improved, all the shadows, all the effects, everything is uprated, and the Nevada map, as a result, is probably the single most complex set of scenery ever released for any add-on anywhere, ever. And it's just amazing. I've got traffic turned on, as you can see, and we'll follow some cars in a bit. But all these cars go about their business as they would in real life, which is pretty crazy. And Las Vegas itself, which we're flying around right now, is an incredibly accurate recreation of the actual Las Vegas. It's amazing. The level of detail in this is stonking. So this isn't really a sales pitch or anything. I've not been paid or sponsored or endorsed in any way by Eagle Dynamics, but I flew around this a little while ago before Christmas and thought to myself, I really must do a video showing all the Frugal Sim viewers everything there is to see in this city, in Las Vegas, in DCS World 2, because it's incredible. Those of you who don't currently have DCS World, it is free. DCS World 2 Alpha is free as well. You only need to buy the map. In this case, I'm flying an aircraft which is not free as well. Just bear those things in mind. But I see DCS World as kind of a gateway drug into the next generation of sims. And I mentioned next generation because obviously today Oculus Rift went on pre-order. Yes, I have pre-ordered it. I already have Oculus Rift DK2. I'm doing a video on that and what Oculus Rift is all about next week. But DCS World is the first proper hardcore sim that actually natively supports the Oculus Rift. I know Prepared say they do, but they really don't. They use an old version of the Oculus Rift SDK, which is a bit kludgy to work with, and it's not very pleasant. DCS World is the only one with proper native current support. And this is probably the first sim you're going to turn to if you do end up getting the Oculus Rift to see how it works in a flight sim. Obviously, I'm not using it right now, but I am using Track IR. Look at the detail on this, though. All the reflections on this tower. I don't even know what this tower is. Don't leave me a comment. It doesn't matter. Telling me, well, Frugal, the tower is actually the blah blah tower. It doesn't matter. Just look at the detail on it. All the reflections and the texturing and the curves. Absolutely amazing. Let's go downtown Las Vegas and take a look around there, and then we'll follow some cars around and see what they get up to. It's pretty crazy stuff. I think at some point I'm going to take an F-15 down here and fly down Main Street, Las Vegas, over Mach 1, just for the fun of it, because this is crazy. There are Las Vegas maps out there for FSX and Prepared. I've seen a couple of them. None of them are this detailed, because it's not only Las Vegas in this Nevada map, of course. It's Las Vegas McCarran International Airport. It's Nellis Air Force Base. It's the training areas. There's other bases in here. I think there's 3 or 4 bases in total. It's a huge map, absolutely massive map, and it's pretty damn cool. I'm looking forward to seeing some well-built missions arrive that make use of this map. Let's go over here and look at this crane, because cranes are tricky. Lots of polygons on a crane, because you can't hide the polygons. You know, with a building like the hotels over there, you can pretty much hide the polygons under nice ornate textures, but with a crane you can't do that. All you've got is that metal mesh that makes up the frame of the crane itself. And again, the level of detail in these is nuts. Absolutely nuts. I often get asked what I'm flying with as well, by the way. Obviously this is the Black Shark. I'm flying with my X55 from Cytec, which is what I prefer to use for things like Elite Dangerous and helicopter sims, because it's so light. And I'm using my brand new, I just received them just for Christmas, MFG Crosswinds rudder pedals. After I did that little preview review a while ago, looking at a friend set, I had to have some. And I bought them, and they are incredible, and I love them. So that's what I'm flying with today, which is how I think I'm doing better than usual in terms of my rudder control in this Black Shark. Look at the detail on this. So exciting. Anyway, we were going to go downtown, so let's go downtown right now. Drop the collective. Mind the blades. All these things are collidable, of course. And DCS World 2 also brings with it collidable trees. That was always a flaw with DCS World, is that if you were flying a helicopter like the Black Shark or the Huey, by all means go ahead and hide behind a tree, but you can't collide with them. Bad guys can shoot through them. They kind of don't count. They're just pretty. In DCS World 2 or 1.5, they're both the same thing. DCS World 2 just has the Nevada map, or the ability to run it. They are collidable. They will protect you. And they will kill you. Look at this now. Going downtown, looking at all these amazing hotels that Las Vegas is famous for. The street signs there. It could be yours something. I'm not going to slow down. Take a look. Look, it's a parking lot, car park. What does that say? It could be yours stomach. It could be yours stomach. I don't know what that means. Harrah's, the Mirage. Now notice some of the hotels, I think they didn't get permission to use the branding on, so it's the Mirage instead of the Mirage. Welcome, hello world. It's an alpha. You can see little developer jokes here and there, I think. Mega Shop, Auto Vision. Incredible stuff. Now, I don't know Las Vegas very well. I've only actually ever been to Las Vegas for real once. So I don't know where everything is, but I'm trying to find the Bellagio, and I'm wondering if that big hotel there looks like the Bellagio. It is. It is. This is where the amazing fountain display, choreographed to music, with explosions, fountain display happens every night. It's an incredible sight. That's even modeled. How cool. Let's keep on going. Somewhere around here there's an Eiffel Tower. Well, there should be. And of course, a pyramid. We'll see if we can find those. Isn't this brilliant? Now, I've got everything turned up graphically, so you are seeing a little bit of stuttering. I have a pretty beefy machine. People often ask me what my machine is, and that would be at youtube.com/frugalsim/about. It is pretty chunky, but it is having a bit of a struggle here with all the detail turned up. I did want to fly this though with the detail turned up because it is simply beautiful. I think for undertaking missions in this map or in DCS World 1.5 and 2 in general, I would probably run with the settings lowered a little bit to maximize my frame rate, but right now it doesn't really matter as long as I can maintain smooth control over this amazing Russian helicopter, which I can. I'm quite happy. Crazy. I don't know where the Eiffel Tower is. People that live in Vegas now are frantically typing. There's the airport. We'll go down there in a minute. Good. Oh, there it is. Well, there's the Sphinx and the Cleopatra's Needle there, and the pyramid. Again, still not sure where the Eiffel Tower is. It doesn't really matter. You get the idea. Let's see if we can turn around. Loving these rudder pedals, by the way. This is the first proper full video I've done with the MFG crosswinds. So those of you wondering if they're any good, you can see for yourself. Very smooth. But this map! Oh my god, this map! Let's find some traffic. We'll try to follow some traffic and see what the traffic get up to. That beep 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 sound, by the way, is an altitude warning. Let me increase the collective here and I will just roll that down. I'm not using the trimmer today, I really should. Where's my out warning? There it is. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. There we go. That'll go off a lot less frequently. We'll go into town and we'll find something that we can follow. Preferably a semi. A large truck of some kind that we can spot if we do lose sight of it. And see what they get up to. Because that was pretty amazing to me when I did this the other day. That they all seem to have a plan. They all seem to be doing whatever it is they do. Alright. Dropping the collective. Slowing this right down. Bringing the collective back up now. As the speed drops. Is that a bus? That's a bus, not a truck. But we'll find a truck down here, I'm sure. Trying to keep it a little bit slow now. Lots of right anti-torque. I'm going to start using the trimmer fairly soon. When I stop changing direction so rapidly. These road signs down here, by the way, the traffic signals coming up are collidable as well. They will kill you. Alright, let's put that trimmer on. Lower gear, I don't need to. I still have the Russian settings on the helicopter right now. And release the trimmer. Alright, well maybe we'll follow that bus. That looks fun. See what he gets up to, shall we? That clicking is me holding the trimmer down. As I mentioned on my Black Shark how to fly video, you tend to fly with the trimmer down until you've got the aircraft where you want it to be, then release the trimmer. So for example, as I stabilize here, right about now, we'll drop that trimmer. There we go. So there's the bus, just off the nose. Gonna get a little bit closer. And we'll follow him. And it's pretty staggering to think that all this is going on while a full aerodynamic simulation is running, plus obviously if you have a mission going on, or the AI combatants doing their thing as well, combatants doing their thing. It's an incredible achievement. Oh, where did he swerved. He swerved to hit a cat. I don't know if you saw that. I'll get a little bit closer. He swerved wildly across the road, like there was something crossing the road that he didn't want to hit. Some small mammal. Under the bridge he went. We're not. So he went straight ahead at the junction. There he is. Just going underneath that second bridge. I'll try and catch him up. He's a fast moving bus. Obviously being driven today by Sandra Bullock, who I seem to recall has a house in Vegas. I could be wrong. I wonder if we can find that. There he is. So we're just going to follow him and see what he gets up to, because it's just amazing. Minding the trees that I mentioned earlier will kill you. Trying to get you a view of this bus now as we slide our aircraft. See what I mean? He's got his own little plan, this guy. He's following a route, doing what he does, and I found with the truck I was following the other day, once they get to the end of the route, then they will turn around. And they turn around smartly. They don't just warp, to another location on the map. Which is amazing. And while we're doing this, of course, you get an even better view of everything that is this Nevada NTTR map. Looking forward to the missions and the campaigns coming out. There is a Red Flag campaign coming out, which will obviously make extensive use of this map. Whoa! That's how collidable it is. Alright, so things didn't work out, obviously. Got a little bit too cocky and flew sideways into some construction equipment. But no matter, you get the idea. You get the idea. I don't think we need to follow that through to its logical conclusion. Let's go and explore Las Vegas McCarran International. Such a cool experience here. I did mention Oculus Rift earlier as well. This map with Oculus Rift is sublime. So many things flying past the window, but not just things like rocks and scenery, but detailed buildings and amazing spectacles. So I seem to recall the airport is down here. We get a bit more height, we can see for sure. My KA-50 is currently trimmed, so all I'm messing with right now is the rudder pedals and the collective. We'll start climbing up. Is that it over there? That does look hangar-like. Yes, that is. Now, I don't know if there are aircraft taking off and landing. I'm sure there probably are not. But we'll go and take a look. Look at all the detail. Again, there are FSX renditions of this airport. And this is equal to, if not better than, all of those. Not least because there's no blurry ground textures. Love DCS World. And love the direction it's heading in. Have had a few comments, and I've kind of expressed it as well, about seeing non-military aircraft in DCS World, because you could realistically get away with it. Like the Poseidon, for example, is a military version of the NGX. So you could argue that there is a case for airliners in DCS World. I don't think that's ever something they're going to do. The maps tend to be a lot smaller than you would be happy with an airliner. And they're smaller to really focus on combat and conflict in a specific region. So, probably not ever going to see civilian aircraft in this, but I think that's just fine. Look at this. There's aircraft all at the gates here. I'm going to slow this down. This time I won't collide with something. Honest. Watching my vertical velocity indicator there, VVI. Nice and level right now. Just trimming it. And we'll take a run down some of these taxiways in a minute. I think they're all numbered and labeled the way they should be. Which is an incredible achievement as well, because there's no need to do that, given that this airport is not going to be a focus of attention during a combat campaign in DCS World. There's really no need to go to that level of detail, but they did anyway, because why not? Hang on, there's something there. Let's turn around here. Yeah, look. This is runway 28? 25 right, sorry, and 07 left. Taxiway Alpha. Pretty cool. Let's go look at some of the static aircraft and see how detailed they are. I didn't mention earlier, I am using track IR today. You kind of need to. If you're flying helicopters, you really need to be able to look around. He says, after colliding with the scenery in part 1, or the earlier section of this video. But again, that shows, you know, this stuff isn't just eye candy, it is real. And it does interact with you, for better or worse. Look at this. Amazing. Let's slow down a little bit. It's almost going into a hover now. Not going into a hover hold or anything like that. Look. American. Beautiful. Beautiful. Where's the tower? The tower's over there. Well, let's just go over here and look at these other aircraft parked down here. Not a lot of detail on those jetways there, that's fine. Probably get more detail on those in FSX or prepared with some of the add-on sceneries out there, because it makes sense to have them. P-51D, in-game commercial for Eagle Dynamics' own aircraft. Very cool, why not, again. Lots of American airline jets here waiting to go. Superb stuff. Nobody moving, so that answers the question. All this is static. You're not going to be seeing 777s and 737s and Airbuses landing and taking off. I think the effort involved in that would have been tricky. But they do have an AI engine that handles flying. So, in theory, it would be possible. I'm sure some enterprising modder will come up with something. Absolutely nuts. Alright, let's rip this around and go back the other way. Try to get the aircraft stable once again. There we go. And down we go. One of the lesser used runways here, 19 right. Just take this on down to the edge of the airport and follow the periphery of the airport around to see what we can see. And again, I'm a little bit jerky on the frame rates because I have all the detail fully maxed, but even so, it's still running pretty darn fast, even at low level, which is where it counts in a helicopter or an attack aircraft like an A-10C. Utterly incredible. I should probably do this again, actually, flying over the Nevada test range in my F-15. So do the Mach 1 high street pass in the F-15 first of all down through Las Vegas, and then climb on up to a cruise altitude and look at what all this looks like at altitude. That will be a separate video, I think, just for a bit of fun. I actually do need to spend some time getting familiar with the F-15 and the flanker. As I said on the news show a little while ago, there is a new campaign out for the flanker, and I really have always loved the flanker, but have no idea how to fly it, so I'd like to start getting into doing that. Look at this. Different style of buildings out here near the airport. Very industrial. Very functional. So again, this map not just using prefabricated blocks of autogen all over the map, but really customizing what you have. I think I saw some solar panels on the roof there as well. That was cool. Incredible. What are those over there? I don't know what that is over there. Let's go and have a look at those. Look like residential blocks of apartments, maybe over to the right. We'll go and see what's in there. And again, I'm going to get this pretty low this time now, just because there's so much scenery here with the trees and the buildings and the roads. I want to show you how the engine copes. I'm going to overspeed any second, but that's fine. You get an idea of what this engine can have thrown at it. Pretty cool, right? Look, crazy fast. Let's pull it around. Oh, pulling some G now. Yeah, we know. You thought I was going to crash, didn't you? I did too. Look. Outstanding. Just easing up on the roll there because we were losing a lot of height. And the blades struggling to keep up. Not so much traffic in this part of town. It is early in the morning. Guess everybody's already gone to work. That looks like a news station over here, a radio station. Look, see the antenna? I wonder if that's accurate. That is definitely a broadcast station of some kind, radio or news. And a parking lot there. So many cool things to see. Amazing. Anyway, just wanted to really show this off. Give you a glimpse into what the Nevada map is like. I will do some more videos, of course, looking at the military bases, and as I said, I really want to take one of the jets out, like the F-15 or the Flanker. Do some high-level passes over Las Vegas itself, see what it looks like at altitude. But overall, DCS World 2 is looking amazing, and this map has been well worth the wait. I honestly didn't know what all the fuss was about when people were getting really bent out of shape over how delayed the Nevada test range, the NTTR map was. Now I see why. Incredible stuff. As always, my name is Frugal. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all very soon.